It's about time to tip off a new conference season in the West Coast Conference. Today from Pullman, Washington, where the Washington State Cougars play host to the Pepperdine Waves. Marta Alzina making her second consecutive start, first two starts of her career. Eleanor Villa answers on the drive for Washington State. They started the year without Lauren Glazier. Even Eleanor Villa was a little banged up at the start of the season. Tanya Valancic reads in a three for WSU. First three-pointer for the Cougars. No points yet for Malia Rude, the freshman. Trying to work on Shorna Preston. And Rude goes off the glass.
Malia Rude just uses her strength well there, holds off the defense.
5 to shoot for the Cougars. Chatfield a burst of speed, lays it in, count the basket, chance for a three-point play.
Boy, she really set that thing up beautifully. Yo here uses the screen to go behind with the step up, just a little burst of speed there, uses the backboard. Very well done.
Of the afternoon. Lena Falk driving baseline. Charlotte Abraham stands tall in there for the Cougars. A player who's returned to Washington State, started her career with the Cougars, then went 2 years at Pacific before transferring back to the Palouse. And Keandra Koritz in the lane breaks that stretch for WSU.
Koritz, beautiful job coming off the screen, takes her time, plenty of patience there.
Both teams shooting 30% here in the first half. Eleanor Villa on the takeaway against the grain. Finds a trailer. Charlotte Abraham for three. First points for Abraham.
Malibu.
Fiso, the graduate senior, going to work. Spins on the freshman Keandra Koritz, but here's so many coaches around college basketball when they play the Cougars saying they're hoping that where Washington State finds its shot. Alex Colville at early November. Washington State calling out a play named Husky. How about that for the Cougars?
Should be against the rules.
Well, it works out. Charlotte Abraham with a three off of it. Stellar sophomore show here. Charlotte.
This team does it extremely well.
They're in the top 5th of college basketball in terms of three-point shooting percentage. Pepperdine, very good out there. Mackenzie Chatfield working inside for Washington State. It's only the second time in the last
way as these teams are trying to knock the rust off from the Christmas holiday.
Malia Rude to Alex Colville. Mackenzie Chatfield had the last make for the Cougars right before the end of the first quarter, and she starts off the second with a bucket. It's a tremendous lift while Eleanor Villa was held to just 2 points. Is from France, Charlotte Abraham. Bounces into a tight spot with Alex Colville, who was able to finish off the glass. Colville missed a bulk of the late first half because of 2 fouls. She's in tight here, and Shorna Preston trying to deny the pass. Preston puts it on the deck and lost the handle, stolen away by Tanya Valancic. Past the Washington State bench after taking a shot to the nose. Shorna Preston trying to stick with it. It's wrestled away by Eleanor Villa. Charlotte Abraham drives in for Washington State, sticks with her miss and puts it back up.
Abraham has had a tough-minded game. Is exactly.
Pepperdine out and running. Fiso feeling it, trying to get to a spin, and Malia Rude steals it away for Washington State. Abraham zipping it to Alzina, open three, and buries out for Washington State. Marta Alzina's had such a tough year from three, and she loved that.
Breath, you've got to be in the stands and be ready. Abraham with the kick out, the form, and the end of the bench says, oh yeah.
Had space for a moment, over the shoulder sling to Malia Rude. Villa has the offensive rebound from inside the free throw line. She's so deadly from that range.
She hasn't had a lot of open looks. She had to go get her own rebound there. Villa, how about the pass? The miss here, gets back in the play, gets the O board, gives herself a 70 in the preseason.
Only trailing Lauren Whitaker at Gonzaga, who's averaging 19 and a half.
How about the season Lauren Whitaker is having?
Last foul on Shorna Preston, her third, and the Cougars able to work it to Eleanor Avila and starting to try to get her to heat up.
Spread the floor, position this basketball. Here's Villa, rocket back, figures out a way. Look at the job Falk's doing right there. Tough take.
Malia Rude open off the second chance. Low-scoring battle at the start of conference play for Washington State and Pepperdine. Mackenzie Chatfield hits the spin move and fade away inside the lane.
There's a little spin cycle going on in the paint.
One for the Cougs. Mackenzie Chatfield, she's having a day. Final 10 seconds. Eleanor Avila trying to create. She's open for three. Buries it for Washington State.
That's the first defensive mistake Pepperdine has made.
Couple waves crashed into one another on the rebound for Washington State. Charlotte Abraham off the second chance bucket. She's into double figures, and the Cougars right now making Pepperdine pay. Two-score game once again. Villa harassed beyond the free throw line. What a turnaround for Eleanor Avila on that fadeaway.
In traffic, contested, rocks back and knocks it down.
Just a tremendous score, and she comes up with the steal for Washington State. Fouled at midcourt by Lena Falk. She saw an opportunity on the inbounds to get it right back from Malia Rude, and a little space for Villa once again, just couldn't get it to go. 11 points, 10 rebounds. Puts one inside to Malia Rude, who finishes on the turnaround.
It's the best I've seen Charlotte Abraham play. The 6-foot sophomore out of France.
Washington State went 1-12 in non-conference play against one of the toughest slates in the country. Charlotte Abraham starting it off right for the Cougars in WCC play.
Watch the footwork, the extension, holds the follow-through, and the bench, the reaction.
Says, I'll raise you one, Charlotte Abraham.
The 5'11" sophomore, the transfer from UNLV.
Eleanor Avila, little magic trick the other way for Washington State.
Working her magic. Looked like she was going to pass it and then just kind of throws it up there.
Washington State trying to get its first close win of the year. Eleanor Avila, count the basket.
I love the continuation and the ability to count that now. You go in the other way, the head fake, the foul, throw it up, use the backboard. And that's what all WCC looks like.
From the backcourt, Pepperdine looks like they're going to throw it up near midcourt.
Don't want to contest a three-point shooter, do you?
Guinea with her back to the basket, has to let it go. It's short, and Washington State has its conference opening victory. It didn't come easy for the Cougars, but boy, that's a good feeling for Washington State after a 1-12 non-conference start. They open up this new season of conference play 1-0 with a close, hard-fought victory.
They scored 42 points in the second half to secure this victory and just did enough to win this ballgame. This crowd appreciative way to start the WCC season. Can't be average. Gonna have to check her blood pressure after this one.